Warren, over the years, you've written more than your fair share of songs about guns and violence, plenty of songs about outlaws and espionage. Your one-time producer, Jackson Brown, called your genre song noir. Is it a dark, fatalistic notion that life will kill you?
No, I don't think it's, I mean, the fact that life will kill you is just that, it's a fact. I don't think this album is about aging issues. To me, it's not about aging, because I'm also lucky that I've had kids since I was a kid. So I've always been Papa. In a way, I was old when I was 24, so I don't think of myself in terms of, uh-oh, I turned the corner, now I'm old. As Michael Caine said the other day, I don't think I'm middle-aged. I don't know anybody 106. So I don't think that's the issue. To me, the song is more about being dead. I think you have to spend a fair amount of time realizing that you will be, so that you remember to enjoy everything you possibly can every minute you're not. You always want to try and tell younger people that, which is very difficult, because they don't really hear it, because they feel that life has been imposed on them. And of course, they're absolutely correct. But still, you want to tell them, hey, there's you can be having a lot of fun. It's all good. As Snoop Doggy Dogg and my father used to say, it's all good.
I'm surprised you say this isn't an album about aging. It seems to me that the thoughts of your own mortality bother you more now than when you sang, I'll sleep when I'm dead.
No, they didn't bother me then, and they don't bother me now. It's just as true now, or it's not. Is it truer? I guess it's truer. Is it? When Jackson said that about the song Noir, I know he's means it as a compliment, and he means it in the style of, in the sense of those 40s Los Angeles kind of tough guy detective story writers that I had never read until I was compared to. But I don't really think of my songs as particularly violent. I guess my favorite author really of all was Aeschylus, and he was more violent 2,500 years ago than anything on cable TV now. So is Shakespeare. All the time. Real violent. I mean, really, really violent in every sense. I just think that popular music as we understood it for a long time was limited to a kind of, not limited in any way, but, to more songs about a certain thing. Love songs for the most part. And Rodgers and Hart wrote great love songs, and J.D. Souther writes great love songs. And it wasn't exactly what I was doing. That was all.
Life Will Kill You isn't the first time you've sung about karma and reincarnation. Your songs have always had religious allusions, from Muhammad's Radio to the new song Ourselves to Know. Were you brought up with certain religious beliefs that creep into your lyrics?
Yeah, I was brought up with religious beliefs, Christian religious beliefs. But, it's one of life's great searches, and I don't like talking about it, and I don't like talking about it more than I do in my songs in public.
Well, I'll take another tack then, because perhaps the ultimate Christ-like metaphor and cautionary tale for those who've had fame and fortune is the life of Elvis Presley. You wrote about Elvis before, and Jesus mentioned, and I'm thinking he's the inspiration for Porcelain Monkey.
Yeah, Porcelain Monkey, it's hard to deny. I was writing a song with one of my oldest and best friends and most frequent collaborators, Jorge Calderon. And we were working on a different song, actually a kind of violent and terrible song. Too terrible to talk about now. And I noticed that on his songwriting notebook, as we sat on the sofa of suffering in my apartment working, he had a postcard that turned out to be from Graceland of the TV room with the porcelain monkey sitting on the coffee table with the onyx eyes. And that inspired us. I said, "What's that?" And he said, "That's Elvis's Porcelain Monkey." And then we had to spend the next week or two writing a song. Jorge and I talk all the time, almost every day. And I called Jorge last night, and his daughter, his grown daughter, was there. He wasn't. And she said, a friend of mine just came from a trip to Memphis, And she said to me, you know, I went to Graceland. Yeah. And the most striking thing I saw in the whole place was this porcelain monkey of Elvis's.